Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Jean and this is Creatively Jean. All right, a couple weeks ago we did this shaving cream background technique. So these were some of the ones that we made. And I like the glossy ones better. These are all the matte finish ones. I promised you we would make some cards. We're just gonna do 3 quick cards. I'm doing quick ones, the easy ones, so you guys can see. You don't have to put a lot of thought into these, and what you can do with these backgrounds, how you can make cards out of these. So there's a couple different things you can do. One is when I was going through them. This one, what does that look like? 4th of July fireworks, whatever. You know, that one just hit me as a 4th of July one, so we're gonna use that one. This one just hit me as a really cute little girl's card. And then, of course, I had to figure out something for a boy. So I already cut these down, but I took 2 of them that were in the same color scheme. And I'm just going to kind of quickly put them back together so you can kind of see. One's a little darker and one's a little lighter. So, but they got pretty much, these where I used the same colors on those 2. And that looks like lava. You know, that's how my mind works. I don't know. Whatever you guys see, whatever. So I'll show you what I came up with for these. Let's start with, I don't think I need my stamper right now for that. Let's go ahead and do our 4th of July one. So I just took a regular A2 card base. You know, A2s are 5 1/4 by 4. And then I took a blue, stay with our little red, white, and blue theme. And I cut that down to 5 by 3 3/4. I cut that down. I'm going to use this other ruler. It might be easier for you guys to see a little better. We're going to glue that. So we're going to layer that because, you know, I like layering. Okay, these are just quick, easy things I came up with that you guys can do also. Now, you might be more have better imagination. You might do a little better job. You can take your time. You can do something more elaborate. You can do, you know, I'm quick and easy. I try to just come up with something really quick that we didn't have. You don't have to buy. Really, I didn't buy one thing. The rest is all just paper and stuff I had in my stash. So then I used one of these, and this is a leftover from the 4th of July cards. So we're going to use the one I had left over. And we're going to put it on here, just so I can get it on here before I do the next step. Not that it mattered, but I can get it kind of drying. All right, so then we're going to take our little piece that looks like, you know, fireworks going off, whatever. That's in my head. I know it looks like a paint, what do you call that now? No, it was in my head and I had it. Oh my gosh, I can't even think of it. It was right there in my head and then I had to go and say it. Oh, I was going to say, don't start messing up on me, glue bottle. It likes to do that though. And we're just going to layer that on top. Paint pour. See, I told you it was in my head. A little paint pour. But to me, in my head, it's a firework. Let's see, close enough, right? That up, and then we're just gonna kind of get it to lay flat. And sometimes when I don't want to rub on my main picture, I just kind of flip it over and smushy it down, okay? Then we're gonna foam this up. So we're just gonna take some foam tape, whatever you have, dots, tape, whatever, paper, you know. And we're going to put some on there. Now, I told you in my 4th of July ones, 4th of July cards are one of the cards that I do not do a stamp inside. Because one, I don't have a 4th of July stamp. And I'm not going to buy a 4th of July stamp just for that. I just hand write. Because I might be giving it to a service personnel. I might be just giving it to a family member. Maybe their birthday is on the 4th of July, like my husband's was, you know. And so if I'm writing on, a black pen will show up here just fine. But then you can just add a piece of white, you know, just add a piece of white inside so you have something to write on, so you can do that also. But I don't typically stamp inside of that one. Then we're just going to put this down, and voila, you have, and you can add, like, I'm all out of like my little stars, but I would put little stars around there if I had some more. I got to find out where I got those. I used them in the 4th of July card ones, and I need some more of those because I really like those stars. I use them a lot, but I had nothing to put here. But I know if I were to juice this up a little bit, I would put like little stars here to put more bling and everything, because you know me, you got to have bling. And maybe it's a little bit bling in a couple of corners, you know. So you can go ahead and style it up any way you want, or you can leave it just like this. But that's one way you can use your little background, shaving cream backgrounds. Okay, so we'll put that one off to the side. Now this one that I thought was such, you know, pretty girl colors, or, you know, for anything you can. I'll give you a close-up of that so you can kind of see there's some purples in there, and there's some kind of blues in there, and then the pinks. So what I am doing, I need my why did I lose my card base? Oh, here it is. It's like, nope, that's not my card base. Where is my card base for that one? Goodness sakes. Okay, this one I'm just doing again, the, what do they call that? Side flip? I don't know. All right, this one we are going to do a little different. So we're going to lay this down first, okay? So let's lay that down. Okay, that on. I'll flip it over so I can go ahead. All right. Then, now on this one, like, you can also, I'm going to put this on, and you can kind of cover up most of the background if you don't want to see a lot of the background. So now I just got a hint of the color coming out through. You can do it either way. So you can go ahead and, like this one where you leave most of it showing, or you can do it like that and we're going to cover most of it. So we're going to do that. Okay. And just enter that. Okay, now this one, I do have, get these up out of my way a little bit. All right, I have for the front, we're gonna put, if I can get it unhooked, I laid my stamps on top of each other. Okay, we can take the birthday boy off here. We're gonna do a birthday girl on this one, of course. Let's get back in the camera. And we're gonna put our card on here, and we're gonna see where we want it. I think I'm going to put it right here, because I'm going to put this little guy down here, I think. Okay, I think so. So we're going to put that right around there. And I'm just using a VersaFine. Now you can use like a different color, like a purple or something like that, if you want to kind of match your background piece, or your, like here, you can take all the purple from there. I typically just, most of the time, always use black. Okay. Now, I don't usually push too hard. Looks good to me. Okay, get that one off the side because we'll need this also for the inside. So for the inside, I just have a basic one that says, wishing you a very special birthday. Just a very basic one. We're just going to set that in there. I'm going to use one magnet. I rebel. I don't use magnets very often. I just wing it. Okay. Same thing. I'll use the okay. I don't worry about it so much because if I miss something, I can restamp it. I don't try to overthink the process too much. Looks good to me. All right. So now let's get this out of our way. Put it off to the side so I'll lose it again, I'm sure. Oh, I had ink on my hands. That's the math, you know, what happens sometimes. I can take my eraser, which is upstairs right now. I have an eraser. You can erase that if you want, but... Okay, then this is just a little felt back piece I picked up from No, I think this one was from AliExpress. And I thought we'll use this instead of just using, you know, something different. And it's a cupcake. She's holding a strawberry. And we're going to set that there. And this glue works quite well for these felt pieces. This is just my art glitter glue. Okay, so that's just basic. So we're just doing a simple basic. Now, if you want, you can do more to it, but I'm just showing you quick, easy ways to quickly whip out a card if you need. But I'd probably put some bling down here. I was just looking to see if I had any, but not close to me. I'd probably put some bling down here, you know, fill in this with something else. I was looking for a little bit larger piece, but this is good. Not that, you know, kids will like this. This is really cute. So that's 2. I have a metal part on this camera. There we go. Camera mount. I know there's some metal on there. Our last one, we had to, you know, we don't want to play favorites with the girl and the boy, so we are making a boy one. So I have just a piece of regular, I think this is 5.5 by 4 1/4, but I'm going to cut it down afterwards because I don't know. I might cut it down and show some white. I haven't decided yet. But so I kept it at the 5.5 by 4 1/4. We're going to go the long way. Now what I did, so you see me cut these up. I'm going to show you another different way. Basically, I'm just showing you different ideals and how you can use these pieces. So I want to sort these out again to the darker ones and the lighter ones. Okay, and use my darker ones. So now what we're going to do, and then I have the blue strips. These blue ones, I believe, are a 1/2 inch. They're a 1/2 inch, and then these ones are 1 inch. Okay, you can make them any size you want. What I'm going to do is alternate. Start out with, yeah, we'll start with a dark one. So I'm going to start out with that, and I don't need to go all the way to the edge with my glue. So I'm going to just try to estimate here. And let's put this one down up here. Just kind of get it on there. All right, now you could just take and alternate a light and a dark, but we're going to put this little blue in the center. Then we're going to be cutting all this extra off. I'm just going to put the blue in between each one. Just for a little, you know, pop of something. Okay, so now we'll take a light one. We'll put that right next to that. Main thing is just try to get it flattened down, which I'll tip it over again when we're done here. This kind of helps break up that, you know, I'm going to call it lava. Let's see, now I need a dark one again. Better watch out with my talking here. I'll get distracted and Okay, whoop, get up there. I almost went over. Now, by no means are these my fancy cards. These are just my quick and easy. You need a card, grab a background, and throw something on it. And I guarantee you the kids are going to just love them either way. Okay, so now we need another light one. I think I'll take this one's got a lot of orange in it. I think I'll kind of balance it out with the orange up here. Okay. And then we're going to put it down. Up over a little bit. There we go. Somewhere I went crooked, or my paper's crooked. I don't know which. Let's just cut off. I could use my trimmer, but for right now, I'm just going to cut off and see where we're at and what I want to do. If I want to cut some off or show some of the white. Okay. I'm just going to flip it a second and flatten it down because I can feel that some of them want to come up, not stuck down all the way yet. Okay, so I had that so far. So let's see what we want to do here. Do I want to put it flat on there, which I got to trim off a little bit, or do I want to show a little white? I think because there's so much color, I'm going to show a little bit of white. I don't know, I'm torn. Okay, so if this is 5.5 by 4 1/4, I'm going to go down to 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to try to take a little bit off of each side, like 1/8 of an inch on each side. Ooh, you just don't want to cooperate with me, do we? And I'm trying to get it in here because my bar is right here. Okay, so if it's 5.5 right now, right? So I want to bring it back. And I'm just going to go 1/8 of an inch for right now on this end. Just so it kind of balances out. And then we'll bring it down to 5. Oops, I'm like going down, way down to 4. Okay, so let's get it, cut that off even. That way we kind of have both ends. So now we're going to go down to, right now it's 4 1/4. We're going to bring it down to 4. So let's just go down cut 1/8 inch off of each side. This wouldn't have been so bad. You don't really need to balance the two sides like on this one. It's the more the top and the bottom, so you kind of get this top, the bottom. My cutter doesn't want to go because my glue is wet yet, and you should let things dry when they're wet, but you know, we don't do things like that, do we? Okay, and now let's get it back down. I'll get it down to 4. It's not cooperating with me very well. Okay, do as I say, don't do as I do. Do not cut it while it's wet. Then you'll have to clean off your blade on your cutter. Won't be the first time. Okay, get my glue bottle. Get some of this mess cleaned up first. Messy, messy. We don't need any of that right now. Okay, get those out of my way. We're going to just center this on there. I'm going to, since I got some ink on the back side, we're just going to cover that up. So if they flip it over, you know, because sometimes I can be a messy crafter. And how I got ink on that one already, I'll never know. All right. Yes, this is how I craft. I talk to myself a lot. Maybe not out loud all the time, but I do tend to talk to myself. Who else does? Especially if I don't have music on or my TV on in the background or something like that. Okay, so for this one, I already pre-did it because I wanted to fussy cut, and you guys don't want to see me fussy cut. I took this birthday boy one, stamped it out, and then I just kind of roughly cut around it. So just did like a rough cut around it. You know, you could do a shape if you want. We're going to put that, we're going to bump this up to a foam tape in just a minute. I also did a dinosaur on the Cricut because, you know, the boys and the girls need their dinosaurs. So I did this dinosaur and I made it orange to bring out the oranges in the background of this. So I made him orange and he's got some green in the match and he's so stinking cute. So let's place him first. Then I'll know where I want to place that. Do I want to put him up so he's kind of on partial that and then put this up farther, or do I want to bring him down lower and put this up? Oh, who knows. Okay, let's get some foam tape on the back of this. Oh my goodness, I gotta clean my scissors now from cutting this foam tape. This one's from Dollar Tree and it's more like, I like it, but it's more sticky like. It's not necessarily always my to-go-to one for certain projects. It's more used for my samples that I make because, you know, it doesn't cost me a lot, but it's very sticky. I always have to clean my scissors afterwards. But I have my good stuff that I use for when I'm sending to people. But this one's just so, they're little square ones that are in the automotive department aren't so bad. I just bought me some of those, but don't ask me where they are. Okay, let's put that cutie patootie right there. Okay, same with this one. We're going to foam that one up also. See, because it sticks to your fingers too. But now I have to get my wet wipes down here. But then I always got little foam pieces on. So like I said, it's not my to-go. Now, this isn't for everybody. Some people are going to be like, well, there's just too much going on there. The kids are going to love them. These I do more for the kids. I do believe this one's, you know, with a little bit more bling in there, that's perfect. This one, the kids will love, trust me. They're just going to love that. Then you have that, and we can stamp the inside, and I'm just going to stamp it with the exact same saying as I had in the girl one. So we'll do, and guys, how can I just lose something when I'm just working here? And put it under there. It's not on top of there. It's not under there. Thought it was just sitting right here. It's probably stuck onto something. There it is, off to my side. Okay, so I got a little ink on. Let's try to wash it off, wipe it off quick. And now we're just gonna place this. Make sure I'm in the camera there. Right about there. Okay, pick it up. This is the We Are Makers Precision Advanced. I don't know if they make the same exact one, but I know they have another one. I think it's pretty much the same exact one. I like it, you know. It's not as expensive as some of those other type ones out there, and it works quite well, in my opinion. Beautiful. Okay, let's move some of this off to our side so we can get these cards in here. And we are done. So we quickly made 3 cards. This one, like, you know, I kept them basic just so you guys can see. You don't have to put a lot of bling and everything into your cards. If you don't have nothing in your stash, this is fine. Now, here, if you don't have, like, flat backs or foam things or whatever, stickers will work fine. You can cut things out with your Cricut. Not everybody has a cutting machine. Stickers will work just fine. If you have a stash of stickers, that'll work just fine. You don't go out and buy a lot of fancy stuff. I know I have a lot of beginners and they want to learn, you know, they're just learning and they don't want to be spending a lot of money yet. And this one, if you don't have a cutting machine, you can, if you have some die cuts, or you can hand cut an oval or something else and put a sticker on instead. And then our little boy one. That looks like a puddle of messes there, but they'll love it. Got some stuff on it. There is 3 different ways you can use these backgrounds. You know, like I said, you can cover up most of the color, and you can leave most of it show. You can cut it up. You can do, you know, just put a small portion out there and stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. As always, please leave me a comment, and I will see you in the next one.